Matthew 6, Jesus' words are strikingly simple, not technical, not metaphorical, just direct. No one can serve two masters. It is impossible, says Jesus. And yet many of us live as if it is possible, not consciously, not deliberately, but practically. Because Jesus' point is not that money is bad. His point is that money has a masterful ability. Welcome to the Sebcast, home of the #1 network for your life. Here we turn our beloved stories on their heads, look at what history may have overlooked, and discover together how Jesus invites us into a bigger story right where we live, work, and play. It promises security, it offers options, it gives control, and that is why it tests us, not with significant decisions, but with daily choices. Where does my first trust go? What calms my anxiety? What determines my sense of security? That is why Jesus did not say, do not have money. He said, do not serve it, because what you serve shapes you. What you serve directs you. What you serve demands sacrifices. And here is the uncomfortable truth. Most of us know precisely what we worship by looking at what we turn to first when we get scared. In the Old Testament, we see the same pattern. In 1 Kings 18, Elijah stood before a people who tried to live with two loyalties, Baal on the one side, the Lord on the other. And Elijah did not ask a complicated theological question. He asked a simple one: how long will you waver between two opinions? It is the same question Jesus later asked, just phrased differently. Money is not the problem, double loyalty is. At SA Congregation, we talk about the #1 network for your life because loyalty is not only formed in isolation. We need people who honestly look with us at what our choices reveal. Not to shame each other, but to help each other see. Money is a test because it forces you to decide who you trust first when things become uncertain, not in your words, but in your patterns. Jesus' invitation is not threatening, it is liberating, because to have only one Lord brings simplicity, brings clarity, brings rest. When money stops being a master, it can finally become a servant again. A tool, a means, a channel for something bigger than yourself. And that is where faith becomes practical, not in what you say you believe, but in who you follow when it costs you something. SA Congregation is a purpose greater than each of us in this country, a purpose that will still make an eternal difference long after us because of us. Until tomorrow, take care